Is it really true that by facing your fears, you can be the most liberated in your life? Yes, it is true. So I want to give you a little bit of an example that has happened to me in this holiday. I'm on summer holidays in Portugal, and this really is real time experiences because that's what I'm about, but also it can show you that you too can liberate yourself and you don't have to face your fears on a mega scale. It can be something so small. So for me, I've always had a fear of deep water since I was a little girl, and that's because when I was learning to swim, the teacher just pushed me in the deep end when I had no knowledge of swimming, and that really scared the hell out of me. And so throughout my life, if I was near the deep end, or if I was forced with a situation where water was involved, I would get really scared and I will not go near the deep end whatsoever. Even in swimming pools, even here, that will totally freak me out. So this summer, what did I do? I signed up for a water assault course. I have a daughter. She loves water. She knows how to swim. She's the opposite of me. She has no fears of the deep end because her learning to swim was the total opposite experience. And this is what happens. If you have a fear when you're a child, it's going to impact the rest of your life. No matter how little, how big the fear is, it will always be with you. So this fear of mine was there, and I actually wanted to do this. And at the same time, I was petrified. The good thing is that we all had to wear a life jacket. If you are in any kind of water assault course, you need a life jacket because if all of a sudden you slide and you slip and you bounce right off the inflatable, then something might happen. Then you're in the deep water. And that was actually my blessing because the life jacket gave me an opportunity to do something that I would have been otherwise scared. But the thing is, I was still scared. I was on the inflatable course where there was like a massive mountain or a hill, not really a massive mountain really, it was more like a hill. I was on the hill, I was petrified, and there was a group of people behind me, a family, and I asked them, can I really do this? When you fall in the water, what happens when you have a life jacket? Do you really go to the deep end? So I was actually asking them for reassurance live in person because I was so scared. And it took me about 5 minutes, and then I decided, okay, I'm just going to jump in. I jumped in, and exactly what they said. Even if they didn't say that, I would have come to my own decision to jump in regardless because I knew I was safe. I had the life jacket, even though this was my first experience, my first time doing this, and I was petrified of the deep water. I went in and it was like, wow, this isn't actually so bad and I'm safe. And so there was a slide on this inflatable water course and a bigger slide, and I was there, and I just went and jumped in because I had now the lived experience once of jumping into the water, being afraid still, but knowing, having the assurance, the physical experience that it's all okay, nothing happened to me. And so this desire to go on the water salt course, even though I was petrified of the deep water, that actually liberated me because it showed me, it gave me a different experience. It, in your brain, if you do new things, it's going to rewire your neural pathways and you're going to have a different experience each time. So that's what it did. But not only that, it gave me the assurance in my own body, in my physical, in my nervous, in my emotional system, that everything is okay. Because when you do something like that, when you're scared of heights, for instance, I am also scared of heights. That's the thing. And in my life, what I've done is, because I love walking, I've gone out of my comfort zone and gone to places where it's high and done the walks, no matter what. That's just part of my nature. So giving you that example, that what happened was I felt so happy and so proud of myself, and realized actually I'm the one that's getting in my own way with the fear of the past. But if I address the fear here and now, I can actually overcome it. And that's exactly what happened. So what fears are you still holding on to today that are keeping you from moving forward? Now, I want you to at least pick 1 to 3 little fears. I don't want you to pick like a high giant fear that's going to tip your body and your mental system over the edge. This is about helping you right now on a more subtle approach. So pick 3 fears, or list at least 3 fears, little fears. It can be something so small like you're really, like it could be you're afraid of sharing your feelings with someone because they have been overstepping your boundaries. Now, that is a huge fear to some people, but actually it's, in retrospect, it can be something small to you that you actually need to do. And when you learn to speak up, when you learn to voice your truth, it will liberate you, because you won't feel it so strongly taking over your life and your body. So if you start there and build your way, it's only going to help you grow. It's going to give you more self-esteem, self-confidence, and trust in yourself, and you will feel much more liberated. And today, you see this lake here? That's it. I went kayaking for the first time. As you know, because I've just told you, I'm petrified of any deep end. And we went kayaking here. I had never done kayaking, by the way. And I was at the front. And yes, it was scary, because in my mind, I think, oh, what if the kayak is going to like topple over? But I was wearing my life jacket even still. And when I was on the water, this fear that I thought that I had in my head from the past, because I had the positive experience of the water assault course, it actually made me feel at peace. And I felt the total opposite. And so the more experiences that I can put myself in with the deep end, the more positive neural pathways I will build in my brain, and also safety in my body. And this is what is helping me liberate myself, and it can also help you. So I hope this video helps, and I look forward in hearing from you if you like this video, and especially if you've got 3 things, and if you take action on those 3 fears, how little they are for you. Keep me posted. How did it go for you? What did you take action on? And let's help you liberate yourself.